Good morning. My name is Joanna Imsey. I'm a clinical engagement specialist at Walden Behavioral Care. Today we're going to talk about some ideas for navigating the upcoming holidays when you may have a loved one who is also struggling with an eating disorder or disordered behaviors. So one of the skills that we often talk with our clients about is the idea of setting realistic expectations ahead of time. So for example, if you're someone that is going home for several weeks, even if you're going home for several days or only several hours, really thinking about what are some expectations you already have and what can you do to share appropriate expectations with your loved ones or your friends. So for example, someone in eating disorder recovery might say, it would be most helpful for me if we could not talk about food, calories, meal plan, exchanges, shape, weight, size, exercise the entire time I'm home. That makes sense for somebody in recovery. However, that's also a really big ask for loved ones and family and friends, especially if people are going through their own challenges, to follow that kind of request. A more appropriate request may be, can we all agree that while we were sitting at the meal, we don't talk about what's on each other's plates, we don't talk about portion sizes, calories, shape, things like that. That's an expectation that's pretty fair and something that usually a group can agree to. Another topic that we often talk about when it comes to the holidays and it comes to group gatherings is this idea of acceptance. There are going to be things around the holidays that we can't control. So it may be that you have a loved one or a family member who is struggling with their own behaviors and they are not in a place where they're in treatment or moving through the process the same way you are. So really thinking about how can you accept that without it impacting your own journey. So an example of this may be you're staying with an extended family member who you feel like struggles with exercise, and it's very hard for you to be around that person when they're engaging in this behavior. So this idea of acceptance may be if you go to their house, you do have to accept that this is a behavior they're using. What do you need to do to protect yourself? So for example, if it's your uncle who engages in a certain exercise routine every morning, it may be making sure that you're not in the same room or you're not trying to meal prep while that person is using something that you find very activating. So you maybe need to find a way to use those distress tolerance skills to get through those really hard moments. The idea of a lot of these videos and blogs leading up to the holidays is to help everyone create a really robust toolkit so that you can enjoy time with family, friends, loved ones in a way that feels really positive and lets you enjoy the holiday season.